Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. The Nuggets have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Phoenix Suns. Who will stamp their ticket to the last dance? Up next.
We thank you for joining us for an NBA playoff thriller. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Only one team will advance. Who will it be? With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ryan is out there with Jalen Suggs. And it's Durant. Then it's Connect. And it's Gasol at the center position. And for the Nuggets, they've got Yao, Parker out there with Ginobili. Then it's Garnett, and it's Pierce in at the 3 spot. And now we've got the intentional foul. A look at the Nuggets. Frank, this is what you work for all season long, to have Game 7 on your home floor.
Yes, and you got to take advantage. The fans can only do so much, and they've got to be the aggressors and play like there is no tomorrow. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Phoenix ball.
Here's Connect.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Suns ball.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. The Nuggets on offense. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
He needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
And he commits the intentional foul. Denver shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Personal foul. 15 foul.
And the first one drops. And Tony Parker drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
Ming. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Garnett. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
And it's the Suns with the ball. KD with it. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And that's an intentional foul.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And Tony Parker drops them both.
And that's the
Everything I do, so instinctive, peaceful, passionate.
in for Manu Ginobili. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. The Suns shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. No good on the free throw.
And what you love about Bronny James is his defense-first mindset. Whether he's at the point of attack or playing off the ball, he's a disruptor.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Now Holmes. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. I briefly spoke with Michael Malone. Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. The Nuggets on offense. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. The Suns shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Team is in the penalty.
And he can't get the first one. Second free throw, no good.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Here's Garnett. Good, and Pierce gets the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Splitter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
From deep LeBron, another three for Phoenix.
And he is just oozing with confidence. LeBron not shy about answering back.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Reeves, the shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Now here's James. A miss that time would have put him up. The full court prayer falls off target. Can't get the heave to fall. Pierce down low. James defending. Birtle, the pass to Highsmith. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Phoenix ball.
The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Just down it goes!
Wow.
Down it goes!
There is answer!
Nice.
Fires from way. Oh, he made it, Doris! He made it!
Holy moly, he made that!
Wow.
The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Suns ball.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. James finds James, and he's good on the 3-ball.
No question, Bronny inherited his dad's shooting ability.
The Nuggets trail by 3. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
Here's Pirtle. sinks the three-pointer.
Well, this is a shot he hits with regularity. Defense trying to close, just not good enough.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. And they go to the intentional foul. The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Personal foul.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Now here's Pierce. No good, shot missing.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Reeves can't hit.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Calderon's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight.
And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today.
Denver shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Pierce with it, defended by Reeves. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Suns ball.
Hey, I got you.
The Suns shooting 33% here in the first quarter. James misses. And here is Holmes. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Suns ball.
James against Pierce.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Reeves can't hit. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle. Pirtle's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. It's Garnett on the wing. He's defended by Reeves. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
That's right. Let's go. All right, man. You got this.
And so here's Phoenix. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. Pierce has gone 1 of 4 from distance. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long...
Got it to drop!
Goodbye!
He got it to drop!
Goodbye and good night!
Here's Holmes. Knocks down the 3-ball. Holmes got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
A ragged start for him offensively, but he'll take it. That brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
LeBron, no luck.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Holmes with the steal. And it goes down!
He did it! No, he didn't!
From deep, James buries the long-range jumper. LeBron's got 6.
Gets 1 to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Suns ball.
The Suns shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Here's Pirtle. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle. Pirtle's gone only 1 of 7 here from the field. Can't get the heave to fall. Denver shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here. And it's Phoenix's ball. Reeves can't hit.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Garnett with it. He's got 6. Now Holmes. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. Splitter misses. Now here's Calderon. That shot off. Here's Highsmith. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Right on. They got no answer for you. Oh, that's our way.
The Suns on offense. And here is Holmes.
2 minutes remaining in the
He has 7.
2 minutes.
Oh, he made it, Doris! He made it!
Holy moly, he made that!
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Whose ball?
That's what's up. Here we go.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. And the turnover again by Denver.
Let's go, fellas, from the get-go.
.143 left here in the opening quarter. And here's James outside. Happy to see that one go in after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
The shot of LeBron. It's the final piece of his game. It'll be interesting to see how he develops it.
Holmes can't get it to go in. James with it. He's got 9. Down it goes!
Wow.
Down it
Fire
goes!
is answered!
Nice.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Pierce. From outside the arc, basket made, just his 2nd this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Calderon, no good. Here's Highsmith. He's defended by Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garnett the pass to Highsmith. Denver needs to get off the shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Easy money. I hear you. Get ready to shoot.
26 seconds left here in the first quarter. James misses. Pass to Reeves. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Let's go dig in.
8 seconds left to play here in the first.
I hear you.
Holmes can't get it to go in. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court for the Suns, they've got Calderon. James is out there with James. Then it's Austin Reeves. and it's Splitter in at the 2 guard. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. The shot by Pierce will not go.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Splitter misses.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And Phoenix making a change here. Pass is checked in. Garnett with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Yeah, fire it up. Yeah, player. Let's get this going. Didn't I tell y'all?
That'll be a 5-second call. A different look for Denver. Peyton Watson comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Jakob Poeltl. Here's Garnett. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. The Suns have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. The Nuggets trail. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bass. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And Holmes throws it down. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
First team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter, and so they foul intentionally.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Nuggets foul. T.J. McConnell. That's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And here are the Suns now. They trail by 1. And an intentional foul right there.
4th team foul.
And that's an intentional foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. Shot clock reset for Phoenix.
Get through.
On the wing, James. 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Whose ball?
If it's not here, don't dribble it.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Can't get the heave to fall. Here's Highsmith. No scoring in this one.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Now James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Now here's Bass. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Whose ball?
Here's McConnell. The half-court bomb falls off target. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Got it to drop!
Goodbye!
He got it to drop!
Goodbye and good night!
Here's Bass. Connects from three-point range. Bass has got it all tied up now for the Suns.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
LeBron, no good. Now, here's Watson. James covering.
Watch outside.
To the paint, McConnell kicks to Holmes. Just 4 to shoot. McConnell passes to Highsmith. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Phoenix ball.
Right on.
Sun shooting a dismal 20% for the game. And it goes down!
No, he didn't!
Yeah.
No, he didn't!
Down! Here's Holmes. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holmes got 15 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Let's give a warm welcome, your Nuggets dance team.
For the Nuggets, Pierce checked in, and Paul Pierce is subbed in for Peyton Watson. Connect, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Pierce. Happy to see that one go in after missing 6 of his 9 shots today. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now here's Pierce. 8 points for him.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Connect. Nailed from three-point land.
3.
Connects. Got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Holmes. 15 points in the game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Give a warm dinner welcome to the Nuggets Hype Squad. Attention fans, now on the court is your Hype Squad. Get loud.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's hear you. Come on, fans. Let's show the High City Hype Squad our appreciation.
And an intentional foul right there.
Suns foul. Reeves. That's his second personal foul.
Here's Holmes.
13 foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Suns foul.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Connect with it. He's got 5. Driving the lane. And connects. Slams it in. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Holmes sinks the triple. Holmes got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Nuggets.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Here's LeBron, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. James has got the game tied up here for the Suns. Here's Strother. James covering, and that one drops for him. Strother's got his first points of the game.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second-chance opportunities.
Here's James. And the Suns tack on two more.
Gotta be a playmaker, man. Oh, for sure. Let's go.
Nuggets shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Splitter misses.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Now, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Now here's James. He has 6. Splitter finds James. Here's Najee.
And what a day on the glass for a guy who's given up a lot of size out on the floor.
Holmes can't get it to go in. The Suns shooting in the second quarter has been pretty iffy, down 32%. The shot by Pierce, no good.
And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
His 4th giveaway tonight, just another loss of concentration. I don't know what's going on with him.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So for the Suns, Nurkic checked in for Austin Reeves. That's Calderon in for James.
Yusuf Nurkic, Jose Calderon.
Well, Phoenix shooting at ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Calderon, that's good.
Consistent perimeter ability. That has defined Jose Calderon's career. He's over 40% for his career, and left open, you expect this guy to make those shots.
Sinks the three-pointer. Strother's got 5 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And so here's Phoenix. Now here's Splitter. He's got 7, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
That's what's up. Here we go.
Denver shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. And here's Pierce. He's got 10. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball. And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Calderon, no good. Now connect. James looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
From deep three-point territory, it's rebounded by Najee. 1:50 left to play here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession.
Who's ball?
Denver shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Who's ball?
Holmes with it. 20 points for him. minute 20 left here in the second. The Suns shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Connects. Gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Holmes can't get it to go in. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Strother, no good. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Who's ball?
That's tipped. Nurkic with the steal. Oh, he made it, Doris! Wow. He made it!
Holy moly, he made that!
Wow. Here's Holmes. And the rebound by Nurkic.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Here's the pass to Najee. Fires the 3. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. Pierce has got his 3rd assist on the night. There's 25 seconds left in the second quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. 17 seconds left in the first half. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Coach Malone. Mike, with that slow start, what did you like about how your team managed to stay in the game?
If you're not making shots, you got to impact the game in other ways. So I thought our defense was terrific. Now we just got to find a way to make some open looks, get to the basket, and keep that defense at a high level.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Denver Nuggets.
Got to get these fellas some allergy medicine. They're clearly allergic to the paint, and it's a problem.
Aren't you sponsored by an allergy medication?
Not yet, and not one that can fix this.
An interesting postseason for the Nuggets. So far in this series, they've shown they can get the better of this team, but all tied up at the half. Are they getting, a little too overconfident?
If they are, that's a mistake. Never underestimate your opponent, especially in the midst of a playoff series.
I agree. You've got to have that killer instinct at all times. Maybe this is a wake-up call for them to get them back on track.
Close games like this certainly help keep us awake, right, Shaq?
There he is again. He has like,
what happened?
What's it called when you have the sleeping disorder?
Rip Van Shackle.
There it is.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. The Suns shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. We've got Pierce, and it's Highsmith in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Now here's Pierce, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors. Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half.
Down it goes! Down it goes!
His answer!
Nice.
Suns trail by 3. Pass to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Three-pointer on the way. Hits it from three-point range.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see. Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
For Phoenix, they've gone only... It goes down!
He did it!
Yeah.
No, he
It
didn't!
went down! Oh! Here's Holmes. It's good from long range. Holmes got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. The Suns have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. The shot by Pierce, no good.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
The Suns shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Denver shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Connect. No good. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Here's Strother. Bangs home the trifecta. Strother's got his third basket of the night.
The quick hitter from three-point range off the inbound play. They ran that set perfectly.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
Here's Connect. 16 points for him. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Who's ball?
Now, here's Calderon. He's got 5.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Nurkic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Holmes can't get it to go in.
You know, we've seen him just tear after the rebounds tonight. No fear. You have to love that effort.
The Suns shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Can't get the heave to fall. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
Najee's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Connect. No good. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Phoenix ball.
And so it's Calderon who brings it up for the Suns. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. And it's Phoenix's ball. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Pass to Connect. Back to Nurkic. Now Connect. Now here's Nurkic, guarded by Holmes. 4 on the shot clock. James left side. Here's Splitter. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
For 3, Pierce. Good on the three-point shot. Pierce has got 13.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Let's go, fans. I want to hear you get loud right now.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Please welcome to the floor, your Nuggets dance team.
You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
For Denver, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
For Denver, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Denver leading by 4. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
Phoenix ball.
Now Connect. He's got 16. Drills the three-pointer. Connect's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Foul has been called on the Suns.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Nuggets call timeout. All right, everyone.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Denver calls time. All right, everyone. We've got a kick now. Here comes your Nuggets Fight Squad. Attention, fans.
Here's Parker. He's got 9. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Time to fire off some T-shirts. Who wants one? And once again, fans.
The Suns trailing. Yao with the block.
At 7'6", Yao is a huge shot blocking threat. Gotta be careful shooting when he's roaming nearby.
And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
Yeah, major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technical.
You're right, Jay. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment. Count that one. Connects. Got the game tied up here for Phoenix. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter. And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Here's Strother. He's got 8. No coverage that time. Strother's got 6 here in this quarter. Here's Connect. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Yao, no luck.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
And funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Nuggets trail by 3. And here is Yao. Again, the Nuggets score.
And that shot is what will give Ming a chance to become a dominant player in this league.
And James with the basket on the assist by Connect. LeBron's got the lead up to 4 now for Phoenix. Got that bucket in no time at all. Strother's got 14 points for the game.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Suns.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And he's good on the 3-ball. 27 points for Dalton Connect.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Nurkic with the steal.
And anytime you go cross-court, there's some risk involved. Not at all surprised that one was stolen.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Here's Strother. Drills it from outside. Strother's got 19 points.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And Connect gets it to go.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yao, the pass to Parker. And Here's Gordon from outside. Another three for Denver.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pierce for 3. Cans it from downtown. Pierce has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Nuggets. There's the triple. Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Calderon. Here's Connect. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. And now a 4-point Suns lead. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
James checked in for splitting. Denver shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
The Suns shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Yow's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Shoots a 3, and the 3 ball is good. James has got 9 points.
Yeah, Bronny has the range. Really makes it look effortless at times.
Here's Strother. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Strother. There's the 3. Another 3 for Denver.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to...
And again for 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last 3 means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Suns trail by 3. From downtown, good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Denver shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Suns shooting a low 30% mark from the field. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 2.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
It's hauled in by Jose Calderon.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Got it to drop!
Goodbye!
He got it to drop!
Goodbye and good night!
Oh. And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And really a complete lack of awareness seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment.
Gotta get it. Quick out.
Hey, that's all you.
Knocked loose. The dive for the ball. And so it looks like Denver will return.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Mind the lanes. Mind the. I got you. Here we go. We're gonna push it on the net.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Make sure the pitch down there. I got you.
Go ahead.
And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
And guys, you know that during the and taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
We're pushing on the net.
Go ahead.
Connect with it. James, the pass to Calderon. Lets it go from deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times. And that's after no turnovers in the first half.
Well, you guessed it. We're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
Yeah, major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technical.
You're right, GA. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment.
Yeah, that's all you.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Let it go, baby.
And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeout. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
You got it out. Make sure the pitch down there. I got you.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminded and reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess, not the timeout situation for sure.
Let's go.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
Let's get this going. Didn't I tell y'all?
Nurkic with the steal. Now here's LeBron over Gordon, and it's blocked by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. James good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And that'll make a pair of turnovers for him in just the last few minutes. So he's got to be a little bit more deliberate with the ball out there.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy...
And taking the technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And that one misses.
And taking the technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
You throw good, Paul Pierce. You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
Yeah, major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technical.
You're right, GA. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment. And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
Yeah, major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technical.
You're right, GA. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment. On defense, Denver. James finds Calderon. Knocks down the three ball. Calderon's got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
And taking the technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Gotta get it.
Way to hit it.
Parker outside, drops in the tray. And it's a 3-point Nugget lead. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Boy, he launched that one from way outside. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Really left alone that time.
And the court vision of LeBron is something special. There's a reason he's been compared to Magic Johnson.
And it's Yao missing.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Takes a 3. Good on the triple. Crowther's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
The Suns shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. The Nuggets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Gordon against James. A three-pointer is right on target. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Pierce. Now here's Yao. The 3. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist by Yao. Pierce has got 27.
And the big man Yao surveying the floor well. Good job spotting the open man.
Here's Connect. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Parker. Back to Pierce. Parker kicks to Pierce. Shoots the 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And the free throw, no good. Denver with the ball. Here's Strother. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Strother's got 11 points in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg,
that's another rebound.
And he seems like he's grabbing every rebound out there.
That last one ties him for most in a playoff game in this organization's history. Another three for Denver.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Connect. And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
Good.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
There you go.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Good hit, man. Good hit.
Well, Phoenix shooting just 34% from the floor. Beyond the arc. And got it! Another basket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Over to the left wing. Shot to stop the run. And that one's good. Strother's got 42 in the game.
And he's really been dialed in here down the stretch. 5 of 7 from the field.
Now Nurkic and rebounds again.
This night will have a place in the franchise history book. Since the team's existence, no one's had this many rebounds in a postseason game.
He has been sensational. A show of force on the glass.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And a wide open look for James. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And so here's Denver.
And playoff basketball brings out his best. He set the single-game franchise record for postseason rebounds.
And this crowd knows it. They're letting him hear it. The applause is deafening. Yao's gotten 4 shots to go in 12 attempts. Stolen by Pierce. Denver gets it back.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Shot clock at 2. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Suns ball.
Here's Connect. The tray hits the three-point bomb. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Strother, good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And for the Suns, they're shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. But Nuggets shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. Lets it go from deep, and again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Suns trail by 3. Outside, James. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. for 3. James has got 12 points in just the second half. And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess. Not the timeout situation for sure.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
And they recover it. Pass to Nurkic. Puts up a deep 3. Tony Parker grabs the miss.
And if he thinks that's within his range, then you know what? He's got a low basketball IQ.
I'm a little surprised he would even attempt that shot. Much better to swing the ball to somebody else.
Can't get the heave to fall. 1:03 left in the fourth. Now can't get it to go. Here's Strother.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Gordon against James. Goes back up. Got it.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And here's James outside. It's money from deep.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When
and taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
That's good from Connect.
Well, consistency.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And that one misses.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
That's good from Connect.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
On the free throw, no good.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And really a complete lack of awareness. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And that one falls for Parker.
And that point was a gift. I mean, it's never. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And that one misses. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Well, yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
That's it.
So it's Denver now.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
Yeah, major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technical.
You're right, G.A. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment.
That's just and taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
That's all you. Get it in there.
And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess, not the timeout situation for sure. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get going after this from Ball Arena. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
They've got James. James is out there with Connect. Then there's Calderon, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot.
And just no fear from James, rumbling his way inside.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Okay, man, let's make some noise for your Nuggets breaker.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Parker. Markkanen comes in for Pierce. Docket Pirtle's checked in for Aaron Gordon. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Yao.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Here's McConnell. Cranes the three-pointer. McConnell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. On defense, Denver. And here is Markkanen. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Denver.
You have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
Calderon, that's for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Calderon's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Lets the 3 fly. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Nobody near Nurkic, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And the free throw, no good.
One of the things I think teams love when you have Yusuf Nurkic is the kind of physicality he brings nightly in the middle of the paint. This is a guy who's capable of 20 and 20 on a good night.
And Connect gets it to go.
Coming off a big game, and taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
One shot.
Sport, fellas, get the sport. Let's bring back on it.
Hey, that's all you.
We're in overtime. If you just joined us, 2.5 minutes through it. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And the wide open shot from McConnell. Drains it from beyond the arc. McConnell's got 6 points in the quarter.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt.
And what a response from these incredible fans, so in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
He's got the franchise record for points in a playoff game. He is going off when it matters most. The Nuggets trail by 3. Markkanen looking it over. Shoots the 3, and again Denver with the triple.
Well, Markkanen accepting more and more responsibility over time. Some leadership right there.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from beyond the arc to begin overtime. And again with the rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational. Calderon, that's good.
But it just seems to never fail. A savvy veteran like Calderon to get you that much-needed score. Great play.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field here in overtime. So far, they are rolling.
In a big play, 1 3-pointer right on the heels of another. And again, we're tied. And how about this crowd right now? They are bananas.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Let's give a warm welcome to Nuggets team. What a show! Give it up one more time for your Denver Nuggets dancer.
Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. Took him no time at all on that one. Connects, got 8 here in the quarter.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And McConnell gets it to go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Markkanen from outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
The willingness to embrace the pressure. Markkanen, big-time delivery.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Who's ball?
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And that one misses.
Yo, who got LeBron?
LeBron passes to Calderon.
That's just great work on the defensive end by Lauri Markkanen. You can see his length come into play.
And how about the composure from James in the clutch? Total focus from the rookie.
The Nuggets have gotten off at an amazing roll here in overtime. They've missed only 1 of their last 9 field goal attempts. Calderon for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Here's McConnell. It drops. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
6 to shoot. Here's Connect. He's covered by McConnell. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
Yeah, major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technical.
You're right, G.A. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment.
And just no better time to catch fire from 3 than overtime. He's hitting those triples like it's nothing.
And the Phoenix Suns will move on.
And what an amazing accomplishment. You could tell from the moment these playoffs began that this group was committed to making a deep run. They believed in themselves, and they continue to believe that they'll be the ones hoisting that Larry O'Brien trophy at the end of this postseason.
And they had to battle out a tough Western Conference to make it here. They overcame a lot of challenges along the way.
Yeah, I mean, credit to everyone from the players to the coaches to the front office. This team was built to contend, and all that hard work from everyone has paid off. Now they turn their attention to the ultimate prize, winning the NBA championship.
But for the moment, the celebration continues for the Western Conference champions. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Dalton Connect.